Ronnie O'Sullivan looked to be coasting into the quarter-finals at Sheffield's Crucible Theatre until John Higgins produced a stunning fight back to close the gap to just 2 frames on Sunday evening, with the Ronnie O'Sullivan looked to be coasting into the quarter-finals at Sheffield's Crucible Theatre until John Higgins produced a stunning fight back to close the gap to just 2 frames on Sunday evening. With the best of 25 tie resuming on Monday, this legendary rivalry is far from settled. We also round up the day's other second round action, including Zhao Xintong's progress and Judd Trump's overnight advantage. For a long stretch of Sunday evening, the Crucible looked like witnessing a straightforward procession. Ronnie O'Sullivan, chasing a record-extending 8th world title, had opened up a 5-frame cushion twice over and appeared to be dictating proceedings with all his customary authority. Then John Higgins remembered he had been doing this sort of thing since 1992 as well. The match resumes on Monday with O'Sullivan holding a 2-frame advantage in a best-of-25 contest. A place in the quarter-finals is the prize, and given what unfolded in Sunday's second session, nothing can be taken for granted by either man. This is, after all, a rivalry that has produced some of the most compelling snooker of the modern era, and Higgins has demonstrated he still possesses every weapon required to turn this tie around. The numbers from O'Sullivan's first session told a story of near total domination. He had led 6-2 heading into Sunday's play, and when that advantage stretched to 5 frames on multiple occasions during the second session, the assumption around the Crucible was that the formalities were merely being completed. Higgins, though, is a player who has spent 3 decades finding solutions in difficult positions, and he located his once again. Frame 14 proved to be the turning point. Higgins failed to escape cleanly from a snooker during that frame, yet recovered sufficiently to claim it regardless, a moment that appeared to shift something in his mindset. World number 1, Judd Trump endured a nervy passage during his second session against Iran's Hossein Vafaei before eventually reasserting his class. Having resumed at 4-4, Trump found himself trailing 7-6 as Vafaei, an aggressive and unpredictable opponent, seized the initiative in impressive fashion. What happened next illustrated why Trump occupies the top of the world rankings. A century break helped swing the momentum back decisively, and frame-clinching contributions of 74 and 94 followed as Trump closed out the session leading 9-7. The sequence mattered beyond the scoreline. Converting pressure frames with those kinds of scores suggests Trump was not merely scraping through but beginning to impose his own tempo on the match. Elsewhere, Trump will be the firm favourite to complete his expected progress against Vafaei, while Robertson appears likely to close out his match with Wakeling given a 4-frame advantage with 9 to play.